Yo guys, Bullseye Bob back here with another video.
And Jamie Joel here.
This is our WrestleMania preview predictions. Obviously I mentioned in my Raw review yesterday that I'd be doing this today with Jamie Joel, so yeah, it's not going to be the greatest WrestleMania, but I think
no.
I wouldn't put that down to the matches. I mean, the matches could be better, but it's just mainly the booking, which has been, a disaster for large parts, especially with the main events. It's the main event of WrestleMania. It should be a lot less predictable. Triple H shouldn't be in it. It should be Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. But yeah, we could make up a whole card that's better than this. But anyway, we'll get into the the predictions. We'll do the pre-show as well. Not that we give a fuck. But yeah, the first match is the 5-on-5 10 Divas tag team match. Like, seriously, who cares? But we've got Natalya, Paige, Brie, Alicia Fox, and Eva Marie. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Versus Lana, Naomi, Tamina, Summer Rae, and Emma. The only Divas I care about are Paige and Emma in this match. So, I know you're a big fan of Emma.
Yeah.
If you've been watching our gaming videos, we're doing our Universe mode on Sunday, and I'm going Paige in our Divas match on the card, and you're going Emma. So that's probably why they're our the only Divas we're interested in. I'm gonna go with the heel team, so that's Lana, Naomi, Tamina, Summer, and Emma to win.
To be honest, I probably agree.
Yeah,
heel to win.
It's one of those matches you go over it, but you don't really. It's not gonna do anything, and we probably won't even watch it. We'll just. But yeah, then we've got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal again. I mean, normally I wouldn't predict a match like this because I'd have no idea, but obviously with a lot of the attention being put on the Big Show and Kane, I kind of think that's maybe going to give it away. I do think Braun Strowman would have won it if he was going to be in it, but I'm not sure he's going to be in it because they obviously haven't been building anything with that. So I'm going to go with Kane. And not Big Show to win it again. Don't know about you.
Yeah, out of the two, probably Kane.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a whole lot of mid-card guys in it, but a lot of them they're just going to get thrown out straight away and not be of any use in the match.
Yeah. And
then the last match on the pre-show is the Dudley Boys versus the Usos. That's the best match on the pre-show by far, but again, it's still not a match we typically care about. I've gone with the Usos to win.
This is where we split now for the first time. I got on Dudley Boys. There's no real reason, to be honest.
It's one of those matches where there hasn't been much build-up, and if there has, it's just been run-ins and interferences, and there's not really much for you to predict off of it. It's just basically a gut feeling type match. This, so yeah, Usos for me, Dudley's for you. So next we've got the main card where the real action begins basically. We've got the New Day versus League of Nations in a 4-on-3 handicap match. Obviously the titles have been removed from the match, and even though it's a handicap match, I just think there's a lot more reasons that make sense for the New Day to win this match. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going opposite this time. I'm going to say the League of Nations. Although I love the New Day, I think they're a much better team.
You love the New Day and their bootios.
I just think, you got the title match is gone, so there's not a title on the match.
If it was a title match, New Day would have won. Definitely.
They wouldn't give a title up.
No.
The League of Nations have just been demolished by New Day recently, and to have it happen again seemed unlikely to me. And it's 4-on-3. They're 4 heels.
Yeah.
I just think they might. Something might happen at the end that just gives the League of Nations that edge over New Day.
Yeah, I mean there are valid reasons why League of Nations could win. It's just with there's so much hype about the New Day, and especially with this WrestleMania card, the New Day is one of the biggest attractions for the fans. I just think.
Oh yeah, to have the New Day lose at WrestleMania
is going to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
Especially with what's to come. So, yeah, I think New Day winning for me is probably going to happen. But it could go either way now that the titles have been took off the line.
Yeah.
Then we have the suckiest match, which is Kalisto versus Ryback for the United States Championship. Not only is it the just a horrible match. But I really want Kalisto to win, but I'm going to go with Ryback, which just really, really upsets me. Literally makes me want to cry. I hate Ryback so much. He can't wrestle, he can't speak on the mic, he can't even stand there straight. Nothing about him is good, but with the push he's been getting and Kalisto having no momentum whatsoever as a champion, I just think Ryback's going to get the win at WrestleMania and pick up the US title.
It's just a one match out of the WrestleMania card, which I couldn't really care about.
Yeah. Same.
Just to be different, I'm going to go Kalisto.
Okay.
I like the guy. He's champion. Let's retain the championship. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. I hope he does, because otherwise, yeah, Well, I mean, if my prediction for that match and your prediction for the first match went right, so that's League of Nations and Ryback winning, that would just be horrible. That would just put a downer on the whole WrestleMania. But then the next match. By the way, guys, these are not in order set for WrestleMania. This is just how we're reading them off. So. But the next match is the IC title match in a ladder match, obviously, which is Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn, The Miz, Stardust. I don't know why. Sounds like I nearly said Starburst. Seriously, yeah, Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder. Like you mentioned earlier, there's only really two guys who have a real chance to win this, in our opinions.
Yeah.
Which are Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm going to go with Kevin Owens to retain. He's not been, champion, for too long. Obviously, he won it back from Dean. I think, what was it? It was after the Royal Rumble, I think. No, it was just before Fastlane. It was the Raw before Fastlane, I think. So, yeah, he's quite a new champion, and I think if he wins by obviously doing something with to Sami Zayn to get the win, I think that'll just prolong the feud, and they can go into a 1-on-1 then. What about you?
I agree with the only two people that can win it, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. But I'm going to go Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Again, we're being different in every match so far. I think on 1-on-1, Kevin Owens would definitely beat Sami Zayn. Well, not definitely. They're both on par. I just think Sami got it this time. Okay. He's going to get the championship, and then that's going to be a massive feud for the weeks and months to come.
Right.
Between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I mean we've both got pretty much the same idea of them having a long feud afterwards, and it's definitely going to happen because although it's a 7-man match, the real feud that's been built up in the last few weeks out of this match is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and with all their history, it's a no-brainer basically. I'm just going to go with Kevin Owens to retain. You're going with Sami Zayn to become the new champion.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be pretty sucky for Sami Zayn to lose at NXT TakeOver Dallas potentially to Nakamura and then lose at WrestleMania. That might not be his best weekend. Let's put it that way. The next match is Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. Going to be one of the best matches by far.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I would have liked to see them do something different with AJ Styles. I mean, I think they could have even done a triple threat for the IC title between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and AJ Styles. Because we've obviously seen AJ versus Y2J a lot, but still gonna be a good match, and I'm gonna go with AJ Styles to win. Because I just don't see why he'd lose his first WrestleMania match, and Chris Jericho is not gonna be there in the long term. So
yeah, this is the first match we'll be on. AJ Styles, he's an epic wrestler.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho's served his time now. I think after WrestleMania 32, he's gonna go off again.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's his first WrestleMania, he's got to win.
Yeah, so we're both going AJ Styles, first match we agree on.
Yeah.
Then we've got the triple threat for the Divas title. Charlotte, obviously the champion, versus Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. I've said for the last few weeks that I think Sasha Banks is going to win. She's my favourite diva in the WWE. I want her to win, but I think she will win. She's undefeated, and I think she'll end up pinning or making Charlotte tap out to win the Divas title.
See, this is the one I was torn on. I don't think it's going to be a title retain. I don't think Charlotte's going to win. And I agree, I think Charlotte's either going to get pinned or she's going to tap out. But I personally like Becky Lynch more than Sasha Banks. But I think in this case, I'm going to agree. Sasha Banks,
Yeah, the boss is
new
going to win.
champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to come from all three of them. But.
Yeah, I think as well with Sasha Banks potentially winning and pinning or making Charlotte tap out, that would just build, the feud between Charlotte and Sasha Banks for the the next couple of months or whatever. So Sasha Banks winning to me is pretty likely. So yeah, that'll be one of the best matches of the night.
Definitely.
To be fair. Next we have arguably the toughest match to choose, which is Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose in a no holds barred street fight. This could be the best match of the night. I think there's going to be everything in it.
Yeah.
There's going to be weapons. It's going to be Suplex City. There's going to be F5s, Dirty Ds all over the place. It's going to be an amazing match. I've got two ways it could go, so it's not an outright prediction because I really haven't got one. If being a one-on-one, if it stays like this, I think Brock Lesnar's going to win. But I think there's a chance for the Wyatt family to get involved and interfere. And in that case, if the Wyatt family interferes, it's not going to be to cost Dean Ambrose the match. It would be to try and cost Brock Lesnar the match. So if they interfere, I think Dean Ambrose will get the win. But as it is right now, I'm going to go Brock Lesnar.
I'm pretty much on the same lines. I love Dean Ambrose. He's been screwed over recently.
Way too many times.
Way too many times. He deserves to win. But I think Brock is going to win it. But I agree, if there's any outside interference, Dean's going to get it.
I mean, the thing is, with Dean Ambrose, he's come so close in a lot of matches. If this was any other opponent, I think he would get his WrestleMania moment and win the match. But because it's Brock Lesnar, until he's beaten, he gets beat, you just can't really go against him, can you? Because, it's Brock Lesnar, basically. So, yeah, we're both going with Brock Lesnar, unless there's Wyatt interference. The last two matches are obviously the main event, but the next one is The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon in a Hell in a Cell. If Shane wins, he gets control of Monday Night Raw. If Undertaker loses, he will never, wrestle at WrestleMania again, which is, bullshit. Because that's not going to happen. I mean, if Shane McMahon wins, he'll just reinstate Undertaker, or it's one of those, when the stipulation was announced, no one liked the stipulation because it's just not true. Obviously, it made a lot of fans think Undertaker obviously might win, but if Shane is going to win, it's not going to be Undertaker's last match. So, there'll be some way of getting the Undertaker, out of that and him being able to, fight at WrestleMania again. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Shane McMahon to win. I love the Undertaker and I don't want the Undertaker really losing at WrestleMania again, but I just think WWE would be a better place with Shane McMahon running Monday Night Raw, and I just think it would be incredible. So I'm gonna go with Shane McMahon, but I don't think he wins this match in a Hell in a Cell against the Undertaker one-on-one. I think there's two scenarios that I mentioned to you earlier. I think there's gonna be if he's gonna win, it's through some outside interference, some help as well. And I think there's two possibilities. I think the first one is potentially John Cena. John Cena's going to be at the show, and if the Undertaker's got one more WrestleMania in him after this year, you could have John Cena interfere as Shane's guy, help Shane get the win over the Undertaker, and that could just build for the Undertaker and John Cena next year. Or the crazy way it could go down is obviously at NXT TakeOver Dallas, if Samoa Joe beats Finn Balor will, nearly 100% go to the main roster. And obviously he's going to go to the main roster, as the Balor Club. And I think the first piece of action for Shane McMahon could be to have the Balor Club interfere as their, main roster debut. I mean, that would be the biggest and craziest main roster debut probably of all time, having the Balor Club come up to the main roster at WrestleMania and screw over the Undertaker for Shane McMahon. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Shane. You?
They're very interesting scenarios. I mean, I'm gonna leave it straight one-on-one. Undertaker's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna lose to WrestleMania. Yeah. But if he was gonna lose, it would be very interesting if any of those scenarios came about.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think that's why not only do a lot of fans want Shane to win just so he can control Monday Night Raw and make WWE a lot better, but obviously they know if Shane is going to win, that something crazy's got to go down, so that makes it more intriguing even more. Because when the fans think of Shane winning, the first thing I think of is, well, he's going to need something to go down for him to win it. So that'll be crazy. The last match, well, not surprisingly, is the easiest to predict. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, Triple H, hate that guy, versus Roman Reigns. I mentioned yesterday in my Raw review, I do like Roman Reigns, not because I'm a fanboy or anything like that. It's just, if he's portrayed right and allowed to be him, he's the type of wrestler I would like. And when I mean him being him, it's turning him heel. It's simple as. I think it needs to happen at WrestleMania or on Raw. And I've got two ways how it should. Basically, if Triple H and Roman Reigns is going to main event the show, he needs to turn heel after he wins, which is my prediction for obviously Roman Reigns to win. He needs to turn heel to end the show, because if he doesn't, this match cannot main event and end the show, because it would basically nearly be a riot. So if this is the last match, he needs to win but turn heel. So that's my prediction is Roman Reigns is going to win. I don't know about the heel turn, whether it'll be at WrestleMania or Raw. It is apparently going to happen, or there's rumours it'll happen. So all I can do is pray that it does. But for the match anyway, I'm going with Roman Reigns to win.
It's annoying because I think this is the easiest match ever to predict.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania, and it shouldn't be that way.
No.
WrestleMania, the main event should be interesting. I mean, Roman Reigns being built up with Triple H. Roman's gonna win. I can't see it going any other way.
Yeah.
New champ. And you're just gonna go from there. But
I just think we are basically in the same boat as everyone else. He needs to turn heel because every top babyface in the company has been a heel at some point. John Cena was a heel to begin with. Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H, Randy Orton. They've all been a heel and a main heel at some point before they were that that lovable face or whatever. So I mean, even Daniel Bryan was a heel, at one point. So obviously he was a heel with the Shield, but this is different. He needs to be a heel by himself, be his own guy, and then in a year, 2 years time, you can turn him face again, and then go from there. But we've both got Roman Reigns winning, and but yeah, hopefully they put off a good WrestleMania because the build-up's been pretty bad to it. But there have been a couple WrestleManias in the past where the build-up hasn't been great, and then they've just put on a great show. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, guys, that's our WrestleMania predictions video. Hope you all enjoy. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, today I put up my NXT predictions video, so check that out, and I'll leave a link to our website as well. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you soon, guys. Bye.